Hi, my name is Emily and my mentors are Eli and Tina.
My name is Karali. My mentors are Charitza and Jerry.
My name is Kevin Serrano Lopez, and my mentor is Niji Chen.
My name is Ricky, and my mentors are Mommy and Ursula.
My name is Emmeline, and my mentors are Carmen and Love.
My name is Joy, and my mentors are Martera and Jamar.
My first impression of my mentors, well, I remember meeting them for the first time when we had the first event that we had, when we were able to meet the mentors with the subway mat, and it was really fun because I didn't understand the train, because you had to match the train to the line. So I remember that Eli was helping me with it before I found out that he actually was my mentor, so that was funny to realizing that we found each other before we even actually knew it. And for Tina, I just thought she was just a great person. It was great meeting them.
At first, when I met Jerry, I was kind of in shock. I was scared. I was oh, this is my mentor? Okay, I never had a mentor before, so it was kind of shocking to know the difference relationship of a mentor, a friend, and different kind of relationships. When I met Charissa, I was actually really relaxed with her. I'm not sure if it was because we were both females.
With Ursula, I thought she was kind of serious, she was a bit intimidating, I guess. And then with Mommy, it was he was laid back.
My first impression of my mentor would be that she was very quiet, which made me feel at ease because I'm also very quiet, but it turns out that she isn't as quiet as I imagined she would be, which is good because it keeps the conversation going and it's never awkward.
I was really excited. I didn't have an impression. I don't know if that makes sense. I was just really excited to get to know them. I was I want to create one, but I didn't have a first impression. I was just very excited for what's to come.
So when I first met my mentors, I was oh, so these are my mentors? Okay. Carmen had crazy colored hair, and I was whoa, what's going on? And I didn't think Carmen was Hispanic, and she might take offense to that, but I didn't. And when she spoke Spanish to me for the first time, I was surprised. And then when she spoke French, I was extra surprised. And I guess with Love, I would be whoa, wow. My mom was gonna think, I don't know what my mom's. When I saw him, I was I don't know what mom's gonna think, because it was mostly my mom, and then my mentors. I had to think of her first, what would she think, and then it was my mentors. So I was what would be my mom's impressions? Okay, now what are my impressions?
Me and Martera are the same person, but I think that's really funny. And we are the same person. We enjoy the same exact things. We're the same person, I feel And one thing that is about Jamar is that I feel whenever I'm telling him a story, that day we sat at Chipotle and we had stuff, I told him about what I like to do, and they try to get to know him. But he's a really good listener, and I feel he enjoys my stories. He always laughs.
I think that they're both really fun and funny at the same time.
For Love, it would be the way he runs, because I remember that when we had a little challenge in the first day we met, and something I noticed was the way he runs is hilarious. I don't know why. I just found that hilarious. And for Carmen, let me think. She does a lot of funny things, but I don't know if I could think of one right now. But her stories, she always has a funny story. I can't think of one now, and I don't even know if she's comfortable with me sharing one anyway, so I guess that's good. But her stories are would always make me laugh, and that's something funny that I guess I remember. Yeah.
I guess me and Armani, we usually see each other unplanned when we run into each other, but we don't actually plan our visits. We don't really get to each other. I guess that's funny.
My favorite memory with my mentors would have to be when we went to the Museum of Modern Art in Manhattan. It was a great experience looking at different art and just hanging out with you guys.
With Charitza, it was actually the first time that we went out, and it was to see the island. So it was really memorable. With Jerry, we went out to a park and we just we just talked for hours and we didn't even know what time it was when we finished. So it was pretty nice.
With Ursula would be like going to get pizza and just like talking all the way back. And then like with Armani is just the whole like bullying him, like not being able to sell the balloon back, in the competition.
My favorite memory with my mentor would be going down to City Hall and seeing Bill de Blasio signing a bill that she's been working with for something that she's been working on, and taking a picture with him and shaking his hand.
With Carmen, it would be when we went to the Bronx Museum. When we went over there, it was kind of like a last minute thing, and it was kind of my idea to go because she wanted to go, and then I was thinking about it randomly, and I was like, let's go, sure. And we were just walking around having a good time, talking about ourselves. And with Love, I guess it would be two things. It would be when we first met, because he was such a big personality and I wasn't expecting that. And second time would be when I was just driving by and I saw him in a corner and I was like, is that him in a Santa costume? And it was the funniest thing. But yeah.
When our first circle, I think it was August of last year, it was like when it was like a balloon competition, and where we had to it was like some type of obstacle course, and they had to do with balloons. I don't remember how to explain it. I think it was our first circle, like when I met my mentor. Yeah.
If I could say one thing to my mentors, it would be to thank you for all the support you guys have given me and for being there for me and for taking me to different places and bringing new experiences into my life.
Thank you for the amazing time and experience that I got to have with you guys.
Thank you for, I guess, texting me, asking me how I'm doing, like just checking up on me.
I would say that I'm really grateful for everything that she's done for me and everything that she's helped me accomplish.
Well, to Carmen, I would say thank you for all the advice and the good memories mostly, and all the knowledge that she's provided me. She's very knowledgeable in a lot of different areas, and it kind of really surprised me. And as for Love, it's mostly the same thing. He's mostly helped me a lot with my kind of self-confidence. He would always text me, and we would always talk, because we never really got to meet because he's very busy because he got a promotion, and I completely understand that. But every time we would talk, it would still be like, yo, we're so friendly. It's so cool talking to him and talking to Carmen, and it's just been a blast.
Thank you. It was a great experience and a very loving one. I'm glad that I was able to meet people that genuinely care about me and care about my well-being.
A couple things that I appreciated about my mentor was that she tried to get me into coding, and even though we didn't get much of a time to hang out this school year, I really definitely appreciated her. However, Quandisha did pop out for me, so she helped me with my prom dress and things that I personally couldn't afford. She still helped me with my business, so I'm very grateful for all the people that were in my life. Excuse me for my mess right here, but thank you so much. I really appreciate it, and I hope that I can be here next year because I truly love the RPP family that I've been with. So thank you so much for all your help, especially you, Chris, and Quandisha and Portia. So hope I see you guys next year. Well, I will see you guys next year, but I hope that I'm a part of the mentee program again, and I hope to become a mentor myself. Bye.